Have you ever wondered how quickly a beautiful snowfall can turn into a deadly blizzard? There's something captivating about the first flakes of snow, the way they tumble from the sky, blanketing the world in a pristine layer of white. It's a sight that often brings joy, a sense of wonder, perhaps even a feeling of tranquility. But what happens when this serene spectacle takes a sinister turn? Imagine for a moment the very same snowfall, but this time, the flakes are falling faster, thicker. The sky turns a foreboding shade of gray as the wind starts to pick up, whipping the snow into a frenzied ballet. The once gentle snowflakes are now relentless, blinding, obliterating all visibility. A sense of unease begins to creep in, the beauty of the snowfall morphing into something far more menacing. This is the onset of a blizzard, a storm that shows no mercy, a force of nature that can be beautiful one moment and deadly the next. The world outside becomes a frozen wasteland, a labyrinth of white where the familiar becomes unfamiliar, and the safe becomes treacherous. The biting wind, the unrelenting snow, the numbing cold, these are the harbingers of the unforgiving frost, the elements that transform a serene snowfall into a horrifying blizzard. In the heart of the storm, the world is plunged into an eerie silence, broken only by the howling wind. It's a silence that speaks volumes, a silence that tells tales of terror, of survival, of battles fought against the merciless frost. The blizzard becomes a character in itself, an antagonist that's indifferent to pleas or prayers, a specter that haunts every icy gust and every snowflake that falls. So the next time you see the snowflakes begin their mesmerizing descent, remember the duality of their nature. For as they dance in the wind, painting the world in shades of white, they also hold the potential to transform into a terrifying tempest. As the snowflakes dance in the wind, beware, for they hide a chilling tale of horror. The year was 1888. A snowstorm dubbed as the Great White Hurricane swept across the northeastern United States. The storm was not just any winter squall, it was an unexpected, relentless fury. The northeastern United States had never seen anything like it before. The sky that had been clear and blue suddenly turned menacingly dark. The winds howled like a pack of wolves, and the temperature dropped drastically. It was as if Mother Nature herself had declared war. The Great Blizzard of 1888 was an unanticipated horror. It arrived without warning on a mild March day and then raged for 3 straight days. The storm dumped over 50 inches of snow in some areas, burying houses and trapping people inside. The furious winds formed snowdrifts as high as 40 feet, making it impossible for anyone to venture out. The blizzard was so fierce that it paralyzed cities, shutting down railroads and cutting off telegraph lines. It was not the snow or the cold alone that made this storm a horror. It was the number of lives it claimed. People perished in their homes, unable to escape or get help. Others froze to death in the streets, lost in the blinding snow. Many were trapped in the wilderness or in their carriages, unable to find their way back home. Among the victims were hundreds of school children who had been sent home early when the storm started. The storm left behind a trail of devastation that took months to clear. Cities were brought to a standstill. The economy took a hit. The disaster prompted major cities to move their power lines and telegraph cables underground. It led to the creation of the New York City subway system and sparked a revolution in the country's infrastructure. In the end, the Great White Hurricane claimed over 400 lives, leaving behind a chilling reminder of nature's wrath. From the bustling cities we moved to the desolate peaks of the Himalayas, where a group of mountaineers faced their worst nightmare in 2004. The Himalayas, a breathtaking spectacle of nature's raw power, turned into a chilling theater of horror for these brave souls. The mountaineers, seasoned and prepared, began their ascent with a shared dream of conquering the world's highest peaks. However, the Himalayas are as unpredictable as they are majestic. A sudden and violent blizzard swept across the mountains, trapping the group in a terrifying whiteout. The howling winds and blinding snowfall created an eerie symphony of fear that echoed through the desolate peaks. The temperature plummeted to bone-chilling negatives, making every breath a painful struggle. Their world was reduced to the small radius of their torchlight, the rest swallowed by the relentless white. The climbers, once filled with excitement, were now gripped by an overwhelming sense of dread. Their fight for survival had begun. The blizzard raged on for days, a relentless tempest that showed no mercy. The mountaineers huddled together, their bodies racked with shivers, their minds haunted by the grim reality of their situation. Each passing hour brought new terrors, The biting cold, the disorientating whiteout, the fear of frostbite or worse, hypothermia. The very air they breathed seemed to be against them, thin, and lacking the life-giving oxygen they so desperately needed. Despite their dire circumstances, the human spirit proved resilient. They held on to hope, using every ounce of their strength and will to survive. But the Himalayas are a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. Even the bravest and strongest succumb to the mountain's icy embrace. The blizzard claimed the lives of many brave souls that day. The Himalayas in all their majesty hold stories of unimaginable horror. A stark reminder of nature's unforgiving power and the thin line between adventure and disaster that mountaineers tread every time they dare to scale these mighty peaks. Antarctica, a land of ice and snow. In 2016, it became the stage for a horrifying tale of survival. In the heart of the frozen wilderness, a research team of 5 brave souls embarked on a mission to uncover the secrets locked beneath the ice. Little did they know they would soon be trapped in a chilling drama of life and death. When the winds began to howl and the snow started to fall, they found themselves in the grip of a merciless blizzard. The storm was relentless. It raged for days, reducing visibility to mere inches and burying their outpost in a tomb of ice and snow. The team was completely isolated, cut off from the outside world by the unforgiving white expanse. The cold was so intense it seemed to seep into their very bones, turning every breath into a painful struggle. As the days turned into nights and back into days, the team battled not only the brutal elements but also the creeping dread of their situation. The isolation was a beast in itself, gnawing at their sanity. The silence, broken only by the howling winds, was a constant reminder of their solitude. The fear of not knowing if help would ever come was a cruel tormentor, a ghost whispering despair into their ears. In the face of such adversity, the team showed remarkable resilience. They rationed their supplies, huddled together for warmth, and kept each other's spirits up. Despite the odds, they refused to surrender to the storm. After what felt like an eternity, the blizzard finally passed, leaving behind a desolate landscape of ice and snow. When the rescue team arrived, they found the research team alive but forever changed. Their ordeal had left them with frostbitten limbs and haunted eyes, but also with a newfound appreciation for life and the fragility of human existence. The Antarctica Incident serves as a chilling reminder of the merciless nature of snowstorms. 3 tales of horror, all bound by the unforgiving frost. Each one a chilling reminder of the power, the beauty, and the terror that can lie hidden within a simple snowflake. The frost, as we've seen, is no respecter of persons. It holds no regard for your plans, your ambitions, your dreams. It simply is. And it can be as lethal as it is beautiful. From the White Death of 1888, we've learned that even the most mundane of days can turn deadly in an instant. That blizzard took the lives of hundreds, many of them children on their way home from school. It's a harsh reminder to never underestimate the power of nature, and to always be prepared for the worst. Even when the sun is shining and the sky is clear, remember that the weather can change in the blink of an eye. In the Himalayan Horror, we saw the indomitable human spirit pushed to its limits. The climbers, trapped by the storm, faced impossible odds. And yet they fought on, they clung to life, to hope against all reason. It's a testament to the power of the human will, to our ability to endure even the harshest of conditions. And then there's the Antarctica Incident. Here we saw the destructive power of the frost, yes, but also its beauty, its ability to create landscapes of otherworldly splendor, to transform a familiar world into something alien and strange. It's a reminder that even in the face of death, there can still be wonder, there can still be awe. 3 tales, 3 lessons, the power of nature, the importance of preparedness, the enduring human spirit. The frost, for all its horror, has much to teach us. So next time the snowflakes start to fall, remember these tales, and respect the power hidden within the beauty of the blizzard.